I'm Richard Lewis reporting for CadRed.org. We've just had the CSGO finals, and for once I'm gobsmacked because I'm here with NBK VeryGames and they haven't won. You must be as shocked as I am.
Actually, I'm not really shocked. We just expected not to win.
Really?
Yeah, we really think that we were the outsiders because just regarding at the game, we looked at GetRight's team and other players. They all have like between 300 and 500 hours of Counter-Strike Go, when we only have between 50 and 200. So we were expecting not to win this one.
Was all that work that you put in to dominate Source, I mean, did that not help? A lot of people have this perception that Source players are going to do better in CSGO. So even me, I thought you were going to win this no problem. Did that not help? I mean, is it so different from Source?
Actually, it's not. But if you look at the game closely, first, the game looks like Counter-Strike Source. The recoil, the graphics, everything looks like Source. But when you look at the gameplay, at the tactics and everything like that, you can really see that the game is more for 1.6. Like the gameplay is more stack, rushing at one point. It just balanced between both. I think we have a mix of 1.6 tactics and have Counter-Strike Source players which know us. So I think it just worked great for us, for them, and we'll do better next time.
So what went wrong actually in the game? I mean, we were talking just before the interview and you were just like, every situation just went against you. It just went for the Swedes. So what actually happened?
Well, actually, if you look at the game closely, the game could have gone either way. Because if you look at Nuke, they win many situations of clutches that they probably shouldn't if we played great. And we switched many defenses because we were trying to outthink them, trying to see where they could go, and it didn't work for us. They just kept doing the same thing, and it worked almost every single time. So the game really could have gone either way, and moreover, they won all the gun rounds. So I think the game could have gone, as I said, either way.
Do you think they had put any work in to maybe anti-strat you? Had they been watching the games? Because some people have been saying that, you know, you drew with the Spanish because NIP was stood behind you watching you play and you were trying to not give away tactics. Is that true?
Actually, I couldn't say if it's true or not, but what I've noticed during the game for the pistol rounds, almost every time they made the perfect thing against us. So I don't know if it's just like anti-stratting or not, but it worked very great for them, and I just don't know what to say.
Okay, well, let's talk a bit about what it means for VeryGames, because, you know, the name is synonymous with excellence in Counter-Strike Source. I know a lot of the 1.6 people that have followed the CSGO thing don't rate that very highly. I mean, do you think you guys are going to be able to get back to that level and dominate the CSGO scene in the same way once you've had time to get those 400, 500 hours under your belt?
Yeah, well, actually, since it's the beginning of the game, the hours of game just means everything. They have way more team play, they know the maps better, they know all the wallbang spots, they know everything about the game when we don't. So I think in the future we're going to be able to catch up because they just took a great advantage early on, but I think we're going to come back in the next month. And now for VeryGames, we were expecting to lose this land. We knew that NIP were extremely strong at the moment, so there's nothing really bad.
If you felt like you were going to lose, why was it important to come? Was it just to show support for CSGO, or to support the tournament, or to get practice for the team? What was your motivation?
Actually, it's a mix of everything, because we want CSGO to work, so if we want it to work, we have to show motivation for it. So we just came at the first LAN to show the beginning of the clash between top teams. Yeah. Actually, I think it worked because it was a great match anyway. And yeah, we also need to practice in Counter-Strike Go. They already, NIP already had a LAN, which they won. They made boot camps, they played a lot, and yeah, it was kind of a test for us, nothing more.
Quick thoughts about NIP. Do you see them being at the top of the CSGO scene for a while, having played them? How did you rate the 1.6 players, in particular Forest and people like that?
Yeah, actually I was pretty amazed by Forest, like how he played and how he was good throughout the whole tournament. And I think, of course, we're going to stay on top because we have the mix of 1.6 and Counter-Strike Source players, which works pretty well. But I think on Counter-Strike Go, it's not possible to keep one team on top of everyone because there's going to be so much motivation for the game. I don't think that people are gonna let one team be the best. I think everyone will be willing to be the best, and I think one team cannot stay on top.
And what about where VeryGames is going to be competing next? Because obviously there's some big CSGO tournaments coming. We've got ESWC, we've got DreamHack Winter, they're confirmed. Where are you guys going to be next?
Well, actually we're kind of sure about two events. DreamHack Winter, we're going to be there for sure. And the ESWC, normally we're going to be there. We have to qualify for the tournament. And we're looking for other events like probably NorthCon, events like that. So nothing is sure at the moment, but DreamHack Winter and ESWC are the ones we are trying to get into.
So I know you've got to catch a flight very soon, so I'm not going to keep you. Just a final word, because you wrote a very passionate blog a while ago about everyone coming over. We had 15,000 spectators watch the final. I think that's actually very positive because this is like the third real tournament CSGO has had. I mean, everyone's calling it the first. That's not accurate, but it's certainly, you know, one of the early ones, and I think that's a great start. What are your thoughts just about the future of the game, where it's going, and do you have any messages for people who want to support it?
Well, actually, I think the first message should go to Valve because they have to keep updating the game. We make many feedbacks about the game, about everything we want to do in it. So I think the first step should come from Valve. And regarding the players, I think CS:GO can show many possibilities because it's really a nice game. We can make like all the tactics. We can make all the gameplays. We can make everything on this game. And I think that for the spectators, it's nicer to watch Counter-Strike Go because of the graphics, of the spectator mode, of everything. So yeah, I think more casual players need to come, and then it's gonna go more and more huge.
Okay, well, look, have a safe flight home. I know I'm going to see you again. Always a pleasure to talk to you. And there you have it. Surprise at the tournament. We're not crowning VeryGames. We are going to bring you an interview with NIP very, very soon. But until then, do stay tuned to our website where we're going to have more interviews like this one and all the coverage from DreamHack Valencia 2012.